Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Aurora Online Classes. Dear students, let's resume the lesson. Madam rides the bus. So, in my previous class, I taught you that Valli is a very brave and bold girl. She is merely 8 years old, but she is more than her age. She is far more intelligent than her own age. So actually, she is confident, she is matured, she is intelligent, she is clever, and she had one mission to complete, one mission to achieve, and that was to enjoy the bus ride from her village to the nearest town. She planned for it, she made a very beautiful plan, she laid out a very beautiful plan, she calculated it, and she started saving money in order to achieve her dream, in order to fulfill her dream. She made certain preparations. It was very difficult for Valli to it was very difficult for Valli to manage 30 paise one way, and from that side also. So altogether she had to manage 60 paise for bus ride, and she really suppressed some childish desires of her in order to save money. So let's go further from there. And what happened actually, now this is part 2. Well, one fine spring day, the afternoon bus was just on the point of leaving the village and turning into the main highway when a small voice was heard shouting, "Stop the bus! Stop the bus!" and a tiny hand was raised commandingly. The bus slowed down to a crawl, and the conductor, sticking his head out of the door, said, "Hurry, men, hurry then. Tell whomever it is to come quickly." "It's me," shouted Valli. "I am the one who has to get on." By now the bus had come to a stop, and the conductor said, "Oh, really? You can't? You don't say so." "Yes, I simply have to go to the town," said Valli, still standing outside the bus. "And here is my money." She showed him some coins. Underline it. Okay, but first you must get on the bus," said the conductor, and he stretched out a hand to help her up. "Never mind," she said, "I can get on my myself. You don't have to help me." She is full of self-respect. The conductor was a jolly sort, means happy man. Jolly sort means a person who amuses others, who cracks jokes, a very happy man, happy fellow, happy-go-lucky man. The conductor was a jolly sort, fond of joking. Underline it. "Oh, please don't be angry with me, my fine madam," he said. "Here, have a seat high up, right up there in front. Everybody move aside, please. Make way for madam." What happened that time? Actually, now Valli was well prepared, and she had decided to take a bus ride. She had decided to travel by bus from her village to the town. So, what happened one fine spring day afternoon? She came out of the house, and actually she was on the main highway, and when the bus was coming from that side, she raised her hand to stop the bus. She said, "Stop the bus, stop the bus." She is 8 years old. Now the bus slowed down, the bus stopped, and then the conductor came out the conductor came out, means he raised his head out, he took his head out, and he told others that anyone wants to get inside the bus, please hurry up. But there was no one except Valli. So he saw Valli, and Valli was so frank, so matured. She was behaving like a very matured girl. She said, "No one is there except me." And then, because the conductor saw that this child is only 8 years old, so he stretched his hand like that. He stretched out his hand to help Valli out, so that Valli could get inside the bus. Then Valli said, "No, your help is not needed. I am self-sufficient for myself. I can help myself." This shows she is full of self-respect. So she says, no, 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 I don't want to take your help. I am fit for myself. I am enough for myself. I can help myself. So, and here is the money. She said, here is the money. Actually, she had a few coins in her hand and she showed those coins to the conductor. Now, she got the bus stopped and Valli got inside the bus. Then, the conductor offered Valli a seat and she told other passengers, just give a passage to madam. Give a passage to madam. Now madam has come and give a passage to madam. And she called Valli madam. She addressed, the conductor addressed Valli madam. Madam, here is a way, here is a seat. How long can you stand? Please go and take your seat, madam. And he told the other passengers, he was a jolly fellow, jolly mooded man, very happy man, and he was fond of joking. Means he was fond of joking, means he liked cracking jokes with others, isn't it? And he didn't have any bad intention. He said that she's a girl, she's a small child. So the conductor offered her a seat and called her madam. Now, it was the slack time of day and there were only 6 or 7 passengers on the bus. It was a slack time. Slack time means a time when there is not much work. So it was a slack time and there was no so much work. So actually the bus did not have actually there were no many passengers in the bus. A very few passengers were sitting in the bus. At least 6 or 7 passengers were there sitting in the bus, and they were all looking at Valli. They were all looking at Valli and laughing with the conductor. Valli was overcome with shyness. She felt shy. She felt blushed. Thoda sarma gayi. Avoiding everyone's eyes, she walked quickly to an empty seat and sat down. Actually, the conductor called her madam. he was fond of joking, and he called the conductor called her madam, just called her madam politely, just to tease her, and this is a healthy teasing, isn't it? So the conductor was a man of jokes, means he liked to joke with others, isn't it? So he said, maybe start now, madam. Again the conductor called her madam several times. Maybe start now, madam, the conductor asked, smiling. Then he blew his whistle twice and the bus moved forward with a roar. Now the conductor took permission from Valli. Valli, madam, shall we start now? Is your work over? Shall we start now? And then he blew the whistle and the bus moved forward. It was a new bus. Its outside painted a gleaming white with some green stripes along the sides. Inside, the overhead bars shone like silver. Directly in front of Valli, above the windshield, there was a beautiful clock. The seats were soft and luxurious. The bus seats were soft and luxurious. It was really a well-maintained bus. Valli devoured everything with her eyes, but when she started to look outside, she found her view cut off. Underline. She found her view cut off by a canvas blind. Blind means curtain, which is hanging along the bus seat, which is hanging along the window seat, isn't it? So this is called blind. Blind means curtain, parda. So actually what happened, that I started to look outside and she found her view means sight, nazara, cut off by a canvas blind. Blind means curtain that was made of canvas and covered the lower part of her window. So she stood up on the seat and peered, means peeped out, jhankna, over the blind, isn't it? Blind, curtain. She was a small child and she wanted to get a better view of what is happening outside. She wanted to see the sights outside. That is why, but she was sitting and she was a small. So actually, since she was a small and number 2, she was sitting on the bus seat, she was not able to, in that case, she was not able to get a better view of outside the bus. That is why she stood on. She was a small child, and she stood on the bus. She stood on the seat of the bus and started looking outside. The bus was now going along the bank of a canal. The bus was going along the bank of a canal. There was a canal, and along the bank of the canal, the bus was moving. The road was very narrow. On one side, there was the canal, and beyond it, there were palm trees, grassland, distant mountains, and blue sky. On the other side, there was a deep ditch, and then acres and acres of green fields, green, as far as the eye could see. Now, she was very happy. She was very happy to see the greenery outside, to see the distant mountain outside. She was now she stood up. So since she stood up and started looking outside, so she was looking everything clearly out of the window of the bus. So what did she see? She saw distant mountains, canal, palm trees, grassland, then blue sky, then acres and acres of green fields all around. There was greenery everywhere. So she was enjoying the beautiful scenery of nature, like green acres of land, acres of green land, then blue sky, then palm trees, then distant mountains also. There were mountains far away from the bus, far away from the place. So she was enjoying all this beautiful scenery by looking outside of the window. Oh, it was all so wonderful. Suddenly she was startled by a voice. "Listen, child," said the voice, "you shouldn't stand like that. Sit down." And she was enjoying. She was completely lost in watching all the sights, all the beautiful sights, all the wonderful sights of nature outside the bus. So suddenly she heard a voice. A voice came to her. Someone among the passengers told her to sit down. Sitting down, she looked to see who had spoken. It was an elderly man who had honestly been concerned for her. Underline it. But she was unawed by his attention. Actually, there was an elderly person who told Valli to sit down, not to remain stand on the seat of the bus. Actually, why did the elderly man say like that? But the elderly man was concerned about that elderly man was concerned about the well-being of that small child Valli. He was concerned about the safety of that small child, because actually she might fall down from the bus when the bus takes a bump, or when the bus takes a twist, or when the bus takes a turn. So it was possible that she may fall down from there. She may get hurt while falling down when the bus hits a bump, or when the bus takes a turn, isn't it? That's why that elderly person told. Now Valli sat down. Earlier she was standing up on the seat, and now she sat down. And then she looked at as to who had spoken her, who spoke to her to sit down, and she got annoyed. "There's nobody here who is a child," she said haughtily. "I have paid my 30 paise like everyone else." Oh, she felt very bad. She felt very bad because that elderly person told her, "Listen, child," means that elderly person called her a child. Naturally, she was a child, but she felt bad. And she gave a very curt reply. She replied very haughtily, very proudly, that there is no one child here. I have paid 30 paise. I have paid the bus fare. So since I have paid the bus fare, I am like other passengers. I am not traveling free of cost. So a child can travel free and cost, but I am not a child because I have paid my fare. So since I have paid bus fare, so I am not a child. So she spoke in a very matured way. She showed her maturity, and she said confidently. She was overconfident. The conductor chimed in, "Oh yes sir, but this is a very grown-up madam." He had the habit of joking, so she said, "Oh no sir, please don't say like that. She has a very grown-up madam. Do you think a mere girl could pay her own fare and travel to the city all alone?" Valli shot angry glance at the conductor and said, I am not a madam. And now this time, now it was Valli's turn, and she got annoyed with the conductor because conductor was calling her madam, 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 and the conductor called her madam several times. So she felt bad and she said, please don't call me a madam. I am not a madam. Please remember that you have not yet given me my ticket. Please give me my ticket and stop calling me madam. I'll remember, the conductor said like that. I'll remember, the conductor said, mimicking her tone. Everyone laughed and gradually Valli too joined in the laughter. Everybody started laughing and then Valli also started laughing. So she was traveling very happily. The conductor punched a ticket and handed it to her. He punched a ticket and handed a ticket, bus ticket to her. Here is a ticket for you. Just sit back and make yourself comfortable. And the conductor assured her that please sit comfortably, you won't have any problem. Why should you stand when you are paid for a seat? Then the conductor said, you should not stand. You should not stand here. You have paid for a seat, so there is an empty seat. Please go and take your seat and feel comfortable. Because I want to, she answered standing up again. She said, okay, I want to see the beauty of nature. I want to see what is happening outside the bus. That's why I stood up. But if you stand on the seat, you may fall and hurt yourself when the bus makes a sharp turn or hits a bump, as I have said right now. The conductor said, that's why we want you to sit down, child. Then he said, we want you to sit down because if you stand on the seat, you may fall down. And you may fall, you may hurt yourself, you may get injured when the bus makes a sharp turn. When it makes a sharp turn or when it hits a bump, isn't it? It happens, it usually happens in the bus when the bus hits a bump or when it takes a sharp turn. So you may fall down. That's why I told you to sit down, my child. I am not a child, I tell you, she said irritably. She got irritated and said, I am 8 years old. She spoke in a very overconfident way. Of course, how stupid of me, 8 years old. Yes. Sorry ma'am. The bus stopped, some new passengers got on. The conductor got busy for a time, afraid of losing her seat. Valli finally sat down. Valli went there and sat down. Then an elderly woman came and sat beside her. Are you all alone, dear? She asked Valli as the bus started again. Now there was another problem. Actually, Valli was getting irritated, though she was very bold and brave. She was traveling all alone. Nobody was usually at the age of Valli, the children travel anywhere with their parents or with their guardians. But it was really a brave act of Valli, and how bold she was, how confident she was, how brave she was, that she was traveling all alone, isn't it? So everybody was surprised. Then what happened? An elderly woman came and sat beside her. Are you all alone, dear? She asked Valli as the bus started again. Then an elderly woman came and sat beside Valli, and she asked Valli whether she is traveling all alone, whether there is anyone traveling with her or not. She asked Valli as the bus started again. Valli found the woman absolutely repulsive. Valli had a strong dislike for that woman. So why did Valli have a strong dislike for this elderly woman? There is a reason. Such big holes and she had in her earlobes. Actually, she had big ears, and there were big holes in both of her ears, and she was wearing big rings. She was wearing, means that elderly woman was wearing big rings in both the big holes of the big ears. Number one, she did not like it. Number two, and she could smell the betel nut the woman was chewing, and that elderly woman was also chewing betel nut, pan supari, and see the betel juice that was threatening to spill over, isn't it? She could spill over the betel juice from her mouth, isn't it? Spill over her lips at any time. It was quite irritating for her. Who could be so sociable with such a person? Who could make friends with such a person? कौन इससे दोस्ती करेगा. Actually, Valli had a strong dislike for her. Repulsive. She was a repulsive woman. Why was she looking repulsive? Because she was chewing betel. She was chewing betel nut, and the betel juice may come out, may spill over her lips, and it may fall down. Number one. Number two, she had big ears, and there were big holes in both of her ears with big earrings, which she did not like it. And secondly, she was coaxing Valli. Valli was getting irritated by unnecessary questions. She was getting irritated by unnecessary questions being put by that elderly woman, isn't it? She said, why? Actually, she was surprised to listen. She was surprised to have these questions from that elderly woman as to why she is asking me again and again, are you living alone? Who is living with you? Where are you living? Why is she unnecessarily asking me such questions? And I don't know, she is a stranger. Yes, I am traveling alone, she answered curtly, and I have got a ticket too. She got irritated and said, yes, I am traveling all alone and I have got a ticket for it. Yes, she is on her way to town, said the conductor with the 30 paise ticket. And the conductor was actually, that Valli was just like a child for the conductor. So the conductor wanted to tease her very politely, isn't it? So she said, okay, don't disturb her. She has got the ticket and she has got the ticket for 30 paise. Oh, why don't you mind your own business, said Valli. Valli told the conductor, why don't you mind your business? This is none of your business. You do your work. But she laughed all the same, and the conductor laughed too. So there was a healthy and happy, environment, healthy and happy talk. But the old woman went on with her drivel as she was asking such nonsense questions, and her nonsense questions, her nonsense questions made her get annoyed. Means she got annoyed with such nonsense questions of this elderly woman. And is it proper for such a young person to travel alone? And now she asked another question. Is it proper for you? You are so young. Young means small. You are so young. So is it proper for you? Is it proper for you? Is it proper for you to travel all alone? Is it proper for such a small child like you to travel alone? Actually, the lady was also concerned about her. Do you know exactly where you are going in town? She also asked that, do you know where you have to go? Do you know the street? What is the street where you have to go? What is the house number? Like that, she asked all these questions, isn't it? And she felt that this elderly woman is asking some nonsense questions, and she was getting irritated because of her nonsense questions, as where is the street, what is the house number, where you have to go in that town, and why are you traveling all alone? All these things made her irritate. So you needn't bother about me, Valli said. You needn't bother about me, I can take care of myself, Valli said, turning her face towards the window and staring out. She said, why are you bothered about me? Please stop bothering about me. I am sufficient for myself. I can take care of myself. I know that I am traveling all alone. I am not dependent on anyone. My parents are not with me. Why are you asking such questions? Yes, please stop asking such questions, isn't it? And then she turned her face and started looking outside of the window. So this shows that Valli was traveling all alone. She was very bold and brave. Number 2. Number 3, she was behaving. She was merely 8 years old girl, and nobody could expect such immature behavior from such a girl. Then this, the conductor also was a jolly spirited fellow, and he called her madam. Then one elderly man called her a child, isn't it? Then that elderly woman came and sat beside her, and she irritated Valli with some sort of nonsense questions. So actually this way she was going. So dear students, thank you very much. That's all for today. I'll teach the rest of the things in my next class. Till then, take care, be happy, then keep practicing. Your exam is at hand. It's going to commence from 21st September. So please prepare yourself for exam, get ready for the exam, revise all the revise your exam portions, read properly, study properly for your better marks. Thank you very much.